We're joined here by Janelle Cesari, one of our community resources people. Good morning.
Good morning, Susan.
And you're always working on a project. What's the project du jour?
Well, my main focus this month, there's two things. The most important thing that I'm really focused on is staff appreciation.
Okay, so let's pretend that I'm a new resident and I don't have any idea what that is.
Okay, so every year, usually from October to November, it's usually about a 6-week campaign. The residents donate to the hourly staff as a way to thank them for all of their hard work, because the hourly staff in the capacities of, security and wait staff, kitchen, housekeeping, we cannot accept tips. So because the staff...
I've noticed that I've talked to a few people recently that obviously haven't read the resident handbook well, where it says you may not tip or give any gift to our employees.
It happens. I have to admit, when I first got here, I took a few cookies and a few treats.
No.
I think that's okay, but...
I think you're probably okay with that.
No bribes. I didn't take any bribes.
But a lot of people really say, well, what do you mean I can't tip them? And the regulation very clearly says this person could lose his or her job.
Yeah, and you could imagine the chaos that would ensue if, let's say you have someone who's your favorite and you're slipping them money or something. Well, that could be a little bit, you get both people in trouble. Yes. So I totally understand it. As an hourly employee myself, I totally get it.
I think it's a great way to just solve the problem, say nobody gives anybody anything, and once a year you'll have this opportunity.
Yes. And so to be clear, the actual fundraising campaign dates, which this year are October 7th through November 15th, that's the time in which we put a goal out there, and this year's goal is $295,000.
To be divided among how many employees?
Over 900.
So everyone gets the same amount, or are there?
No. I'm not privy to the exact formula.
Sure,
but
I don't need to know that.
Yeah, I can tell you that it's based a lot on tenure, things like that. But there is.
And I think also how many hours you work.
Yeah, and it's an HR formula, and like I said, I couldn't tell you the exact formula.
Well, you shouldn't.
No, I shouldn't know that.
And really, we as residents shouldn't either, other than to know that, that there's a formula to make it fair for all.
And even though I am the staff person who is spearheading it, and I'm being helped by my coworkers Amber and Dwayne with the check counting, et cetera, I must mention that this is something that I work with the Resident Life Committee, especially the Resident Life Committee Chair, Mary Sue Garner. So you may have seen the letter in your mailbox signed by Mary Sue Garner.
Right.
We spearhead this because she is kind of the voice representing the residents and trying to get the residents on board with helping the staff. And I am the staff who executes all of the marketing materials.
Right.
And I make sure that the checks are counted every week, make sure residents, and I know this is really important to residents, if you donate, whether you donate 10 cents or $10,000, and I can tell you the range is almost like that. It's such a huge range.
That's wonderful.
We don't do levels of giving. So if you gave me $10, you're going to get the same ribbon as somebody who gave $10,000.
There's not going to be a list saying, this person gave this much.
And I don't think there should be.
No, I don't think so either.
It's right. And other residents have no idea how much residents are giving. The Resident Life Committee does not see that.
So our goal is a total of $295,000.
Yes. And I actually did a really quick count this morning, and we're about halfway there. Now, people might say to me, how does that compare to previous years? So I looked back into the records that I have that go way back.
The archives.
And in some years we were about there, but we were a little bit behind last year.
Okay.
So I'm here today to say you still have a few weeks left. We really hope everyone realizes how important this is. The hourly staff works really hard.
The thing to remind yourself, and I have to do this with my husband every year. He says, why should we do this? I say, okay, we went to a restaurant off campus yesterday and you gave that person a tip.
Yeah.
Yes, well, what if you gave that amount of money for every day of the year, because you eat a meal here every day of the year? And he was kind of like, oh. And that's just one part of our staff. We pass people in the hall who are cleaning the carpet or dusting or doing whatever.
Maintenance.
All the maintenance people, all the people behind the scenes that we never ever see.
Yeah, and I observe every day. You know, I have more of a desk job, but I work hard and
Sure.
I try to give the best service I can every day. And I see the people that have really hard physical jobs here
Yes.
responding.
Right.
And so many of them have smiles on their faces. There's so many staff I see here, even in Village Square, the maintenance guys, the housekeeping people,
Right.
the kitchen workers. They
That
come
guy
in here
that
with a
comes around and
smile.
picks up our trash every
Yeah.
day. Everybody has a smile. You say hello, how are you? They're happy to say hello, how are you back? And
Yes, and
it's
those are the
just-
people that
yeah.
get the staff appreciation
Right.
checks. So like I said, we are a little bit behind this year than last year. So it's really important. We
So
really
what-
want to hit our goal.
So what if I lost my form, which I didn't,
Yeah.
for a change?
So I have, if you go into the lobbies, and actually Garden Ridge has two also.
Okay.
There are posters in the lobbies, and on the poster there's an envelope holder.
There's a little pocket,
Yes.
isn't there? I saw one of those.
Yes, so if you
Yes.
misplaced your envelope and your letter, you can pick one up in the lobby right off the poster. You don't even have to go to the front desk. You can
Good.
just pick it up. If they're empty or something, you can call either Dwayne, Amber, or me, and we have extras.
So that's Dwayne
Amber
and
and
Dwayne's
Dwayne.
last name
Ward,
and Amber's last name?
Jordan.
And you are Janelle
Janelle
Cesari?
Cesari, yes.
Cesari.
That's correct.
Yes.
And I also wanted to let residents know that we are counting checks once a week just because
Mm-hmm.
we're so busy with other things. So if you deposited your check last Tuesday and you're like, where is my ribbon?
So for those new residents we were talking about, I don't have my badge on here, I was reaching for it, and you haven't done this before, that you'll be issued a little ribbon with a little sticky on it that will just attach to the back of your name tag, which
Yeah.
you should be wearing all the time.
Yeah.
And that way, staff members that you see in the hallway will go, well, that person really cares.
Yeah, we actually do the ribbons every year.
Yeah.
This year we actually changed the wording on the ribbon to make it say that you are a donor. So it's a
Okay.
red ribbon with gold letters. And like I said, today after I'm done here, we're going to do another round. So once a week we do the counts and then we send out the ribbons.
So it'll be a few days lag before you get it.
Uh,
Then
like-
the ribbon
yeah.
will, when you do get the ribbon, it will show you that they have received your money.
Yeah, so we know, like we check off, once you send your check, I check your name off, and that way if you call me and say, I didn't get a ribbon, I donated, I can check to make sure it's a process.
So what if I donated and later I thought, well, maybe I'd like to donate some more. Will you accept more?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we get that a lot. We have, I think what happens is people donate a certain amount and then they go to dinner or they have a good experience with a staff
Yeah, and
member
they
and they want to give more.
sure.
And we, like I said, the ranges that people give, everyone always asks Mary Sue and I, like, how much should I give?
Right.
$1 a day is a good amount if you think about it. Like I said, we don't discriminate or give any kind of levels of giving. Every
Just
gift
whatever
counts.
feels right.
Yes,
Right.
and I did want to add that you can give to staff appreciation year round.
Okay.
We like to have it during the campaign. We like to get the checks because that we can count
Right.
and have the numbers in for the goal. But if you, I shouldn't say a lot, but more and more residents are giving monthly in their account. And that money is pulled over when we start the
So
campaign.
you can set that up through the finance office?
Yeah, there's a form. Actually, you can get the form from me.
Okay.
And then I send it a copy to the finance
And
office.
that would take it out of you, that would probably be a part of your monthly bill every
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, and like I know, and since the last campaign, I have a list of people. So I'll be sending them ribbons because they've been giving all year. So that goes into the 2019 pot, if you
Okay.
will. Yeah,
That's
people
good.
ask me that too. So I just really want to emphasize, I really hope we can reach our goal this year. Mary Sue and I have
Yeah.
worked really hard with our superhero theme. We had a kickoff event on the 11th, and to make people more aware of what the campaign is all about. And each week, now that I have a second count, I will be putting on the posters, I'll put a where we are at gauge so people
Okay,
can see.
that's good.
As of this morning, I did a cursory count real quick, and we're at about 51 or 52%.
Good.
So Mary Sue doesn't even know that yet. So if she's
Now, that's
watching this,
good.
this is the
So
first
you're,
time.
you're about the same level as the resident survey.
Yeah.
Which, yes, residents, we will remind you, if you haven't filled out your resident survey form, there's still time. Please do it. So 2 quick questions. We're almost out of time. You had a challenge in your new fancy office down on the terrace level.
Yes. So I came in here on cloud 9 on Tuesday morning because, the Nationals went to the World Series.
Yes.
I really didn't sleep all night. I was dancing in the lobby. And then John at the front desk said, you better not go downstairs. And I said, why? And he said, well, you had a little leak. So anyway, I had a pipe burst above my ceiling in my office. And so Sue Frankie and I have been displaced. We are still working.
Sure.
We are up here right now temporarily. And they are
Okay.
doing an expedited get our office fixed.
So this wasn't It wasn't anything that was a result of the painting and,
No,
and the
no.
little refurbishing.
No,
we
no,
had.
no,
This
not at
was
all.
just an old pipe that,
Old pipes.
that had
Yeah.
seen its day.
Yeah, and I tried to make the best of it.
Good for
I
you.
mean, that's how life is. You're on a high. The Nationals are going to the World Series, and then bam!
What could be any better than the National? They're still
That's
going to the
right,
World
exactly.
Series.
And this is the last day I'm going to get sleep this week. So
So we'll stay away from you about
yeah,
Thursday.
I'll drink a lot of coffee on Wednesday.
Okay, good deal. Well, thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for all the information, and good luck to the Nationals.
Yes.
Yes. You going to any of the games?
No, I can't afford it.
How much are the tickets?
Oh,
A lot of
$1,000
money.
up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, to standing
Oh
remotely.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I won't be there either. I don't like baseball anyway, so that's fine.